they can hear me, unless I didn't do it right. Then you can't hear me. But if you can hear me, hello, and welcome back to the channel for our fourth character introduction, um, whose name I'm going to say later. But the player for this character is a long-time player in our 24-hour charity games, is a player in other unrelated D&D things, um, and is on camera. So that takes away some of the surprise if you've seen the previous stuff. If you haven't seen the previous stuff, I would say go watch it, but I think it's gone. So your loss. But you will now get a chance to meet. Oh, I'm going to get in trouble for saying this. I think because I think I'm going to pronounce it wrong. Madame Toussaint.
Close enough.
Was that the right title?
Yes, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Although even before I got married, I was referred to as Madame because, yeah, they kind of did away with Mademoiselle a few years ago
That,
in France.
mate. Although I have absolutely zero investment in France or the French language, that makes me a little sad because Mademoiselle is a great word.
Yeah, but it was a feminist sort of shout. Like, why does it matter what our marital status is?
So it's a bit like Ms.
So, yeah, it would be like our equivalent. No, yeah, our equivalent would be Ms.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. I'm certainly not in a
Mm.
position to say whether or not they're wrong about that.
I thought it made me sound very fancy.
Well, then now you just madam, which sounds it carries a certain amount of authority, madam.
I know, that's why I have it tattooed on my left arm.
Well, there you go. Yeah, it's hard if someone is just like this is madam. It's hard not to take them treat that person very seriously. It's like, oh shit, madam. That it has an aristocratic sound to it.
Well, it literally means my lady. So,
So hang on, are you telling me that France is actually just the language of neckbeards?
I
My
mean,
lady.
Miss Milady.
I don't have a
Uh, I
football to
mean,
tip.
I mean, Monsieur is my sire, I guess,
My son. That sounds like it should mean dad.
or my sir,
My
or my
sir.
sir.
My
Mm-hmm.
my sir sounds like exactly what every time someone says to one milady, I feel like monsieur is exactly what they should say back just to annoy them because it will annoy them. I'm sure of it.
Oh, hang on.
Oh,
Yes.
I think that's
Oh,
the
I didn't
other
know that. I
Madame
was
Toussaint.
I was trying to explain the literal translations of Madame, saying it's literally my lady. Trying to explain Monsieur, but I think
We are
that's wrong, and I
being
definitely pronounced
language
it wrong.
checked by the nerd off screen.
Oh, I'm being informed Monsieur is more my lord.
Oh, okay. That
That makes more sense.
yeah, but you don't want to
My
say
lord.
that back to them because they'll like it.
Yeah, they would.
So just call them Monsieur.
Also, Mademoiselle would be my damsel, I guess.
That's that sounds like poetic. That still sounds fun to me. I would never say it.
I'm not being corrected.
You're not being corrected. Okay.
Oh God.
Okay, this sounds like
Yes.
being corrected.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for the What Does French Actually Mean? Uh,
I am
spot,
live streaming.
spoiler alert.
It's okay.
Spoiler alert, the actual answer to that question is not much. French don't mean much. Unless you are French or anywhere that speaks French. Then it probably means a lot.
Bah, je parle un peu français et une femme française. I actually become French in September.
It's when you become French, is there actually like a formal trade where you get your passport handed to you by some sort of representative from the French government and you just trade them your dignity all at once?
I think it's more likely that they'll send it by post, or I'll be told to like pick it up at one of the embassies.
And do you so what and when you're sending your return, is that a padded envelope? Is that a box? I guess it depends on the person sending it, doesn't it? How much was there
It
to begin
does.
with?
Yeah.
I don't think I will never be accused of being a francophile, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
I've only been to France once and I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. So I don't know where this comes
What about
from. I went to
my
Carcassonne.
yeah, so you did.
Uh,
Um, my wife calls people who fetishize French language and culture oui-abous, which is amazing.
that's very. I like that. That's very good.
I may or may not have been called that several times.
Well, you married a French woman, so like you,
Mm.
if the shoe fits, then
Yes, I love the French so much. I married one.
I got my own little French. I'm trying to find. I had a coin from. Oh, I do still have it. I was worried I'd lost it there. Yeah, I went to this place.
Chateau,
It's
chateau. It's a coin.
it's a it's a coin. It says Chateau Comtal Carcassonne. You can say that better than me, I'm
Chateau
sure.
Comte Carcassonne.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
caca. That means something else in a different language.
Yeah, en español.
Uh,
Pero no hablan español aquí. We speak English.
okay, I
Ladies,
I resemble that last part.
that's good.
We discovered when I was talking to Christy. I'm a filthy monolingual. I don't even know what noir meant.
Oh, honey,
I know now. I've learned.
it's good.
It means dark. That means black.
Yes. Yes.
So
In case any viewers haven't realized yet, I am the show off of the team.
yeah, I think that's probably true. I think the only person the only person that might performatively contest you on that, and we'll find out on the day, is Nathan, who we're introducing tomorrow, because they DM a
Okay.
podcast. So
Mm.
yeah, they don't have your skill with languages though. So that's your ace in the hole, I'm sure.
Can they sing and can they dance?
I mean, anyone can sing or dance. How well they can do it, I don't feel equipped to say.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I
Okay.
I'll see if I can convince them to let us find out on the day.
Oh boy.
So
We should probably roll stats or something.
we'll get to it.
They can wait.
Yeah, I mean,
It's fine.
this is what they came for. This is the top quality entertainment that all one of our viewers are here for.
I'm gonna nag my sibling and father. They haven't even seen my messages.
You can't get the help these days. And
David
by help, I mean
says
family.
David says we can hear you, so that's encouraging. Hi,
That's good.
David.
Maybe my viewer count is not ticking in time. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Doesn't matter. We don't do it for the viewers. We do it for, here it comes, here's the plug. Trussell Trust, the charity that we're raising money for, and you go to the button down below, and you look at the bar up the top, and you put donation, you'll move the bar, and on my camera I can't see the bar, so hopefully I'm pointing at it. And I think I need to be higher up. I don't know. So
No, I think you're about. What I saw, it was at the top.
okay, yeah, the bar is up there somewhere. So there's a bar there. You donate down below. The bar will move. You leave your name with your donation, and then you're in for lots of prizes. Using a very similar method to what we did in our 24-hour charity games, which is going to be our very neat segue into Rita. You are a veteran of the 24-hour games and the charity games, and we've all kind of seen that there's good character concepts. There's been a big gap between the last one and now, though. So
I wasn't actually happy with the last one.
Oh, I was quite happy with it. £2,190.
Well, that is good. Yes, I am happy with that. But I'm not happy with my character. Like, I didn't really give her that much of a characterization outside of being a cat.
I mean, that's
So-
fair.
I feel like I could have done more.
What was the name of that cat? Was that cat called Noir?
Mittens.
Mittens. Okay.
Her name was Minette Mittens Katzenjammer.
Minette, that's what's tripping in my head. Yeah, as with most characters, I think, particularly when you're going to do long form one shots, you end up regretting some of the things you decided. I can think of one thing you might decide you regret about this character.
Oh.
Actually, it's 1, 2, 3, 5
Oh no.
things.
Is it the stats?
No, no. It's all 5 sections of their name.
Oh no, I don't regret that at all.
Uh,
I had fun with that name.
Trixibella Goldie Marie Rosepink the Eighth.
Yes.
I don't know. Like I feel bad for Trixibella Goldie Maria Rosepink the First personally, because actually I don't. I feel bad for Trixibella Goldie Maria Rosepink the Second because they were probably the one that started on the trend of, well, I was called this, so you're going to be bloody called it as well.
I mean, my birth name was partially inherited as well.
Okay. I got my name from my parents.
My Well, yes, they named you.
Exactly.
Fuck's. Sorry. I can't. I did it again. My wife's gonna ground me.
For wait, you're the one that grounds people. You're the mother hen.
Because I'm the oldest.
I should just say it's because you're the one that grounds people.
You can say I'm bossy. Just say I'm bossy.
No, because you're not bossy. You don't. Just, apart from right then, you don't tell people what to do.
Do I not? No.
Despite all evidence, all immediate evidence to the contrary, you're not particularly bossy. You're definitely just a disciplinarian, really.
Like I said, I have a tattoo on my left arm. But yeah. Actually, I told my character's name to one of the girls on my campaign, and she immediately went, "Is she a halfling?"
There is something quite halfling about the name.
It's the 8th, I think.
I think it's Trixibella.
David is sort of making suggestive faces at our conversation.
Okay. So we have Trixibella Goldie Maria Rosepink the Eighth.
Goldie Marie.
Goldie Marie. It's just Marie.
Mm-hmm.
There's a superfluous A on it.
There shouldn't be. I'm seeing Goldie Marie.
I mean, maybe I've just written it wrong into one place, and then I'll be honest. If I wrote it wrong the first time I wrote it, I've got it wrong everywhere because I just copy and pasted it. You think I was writing that by hand every time?
Well, work smart, not hard.
Work as little as possible.
Well, yeah.
That's
what our bosses think we're doing in pandemic.
It's an E, not an A at the end. That's what I've got wrong. There we go. Now I learned that I can't read or write. Luckily, I can do sums. At least no one's told me I can't yet.
Well, see, there you go. I can't do maths very well.
So we know their name. We know their race. So, would you like to let us in on their class?
Okay, Trixibella is a monk. Way of Kensei? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I'm not aware of Japanese. I figured Kansai would have AI at the end, not EI.
I don't know.
Why I wasn't sure.
That's just how I always pronounce it.
Okay.
Let us know in the comments.
Let us know if you speak any form of Japanese, because that sounds like Japanese to me. And also, do you tutor? Way of Kensei, she is weapons expert. Her background is she was locked in a tower at the age of 16 to hone her craft, to hone her fighting skills and become very strong, and now she is, and she now swans about in pink outfit, armor, stuff. Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely the pinkest of all of Santa's helpers.
Yes. She is loosely based on Elwood's Rapunzel and Sailor Moon.
Okay. That's a good mix of places to get inspiration.
I mean, I thought so. Delightfully girly, but still powerful.
Yeah. So, as a halfling monk that loves the color pink, which has spent, it sounds like, a great deal of time training to just be extremely strong, Uh,
Mm-hmm.
when they found out that Santa needed interns, what made them decide that they want to go and work for Santa?
Well, since they've left the tower, she's been looking for any and every chance to prove herself as a warrior.
Mm.
She is one of the knights, the Unicorn Knights. And part of being one of the Unicorn Knights is she wants to help everyone she can, especially small children.
Okay. So you have a motivation very similar to Nicola's character, Beth, which is
Mm-hmm.
taking this job to make sure all the little kids get their presents,
Mm-hmm.
which is
But
very
she also just wants to prove her mettle.
okay. So you you want to make sure all the kids get their presents by defeating the fiercest enemies of Santa.
Yes.
That's good motivation. I like that combination. It's like, yeah, the kids are going to get their wooden trains, but also I'm a punch a yeti.
Yeah, that's exactly what she's about to do.
Well,
She may or may not have a sword bigger than her. That doesn't matter. She can wield it.
I mean, yeah, if you've got the heft.
Hmm.
So, and speaking of if you've got the heft, shall we figure out how much heft Trixibella is packing? Uh, Following the trend of everyone else, we're expecting big things.
Okay, but this is me. Every time I roll stats, it goes horribly wrong.
Well, I'd see if you're going to break the streak then.
I
So,
probably will.
so you can roll dice wherever you like, physical, digital, whatever your preference. How we're going to do ability scores is 4d6, drop the lowest one, add the rest together, and we're going to do that 7 times and drop the lowest total. And then you're going to have your 6 starting ability scores. So, in your own time.
That's not the right amount of dice, so I know what I'll do. I will find. Actually, where's the dice rolls thing? On the Discord. Actually, do I want to. Actually, that's. I have a better idea. Let's not do that. Roll. You need 46, yes?
Yes, 4d6, and you've got to keep the highest 3.
Oh! Look at that. Google does it for you.
Alright, so what do we got?
Okay, we have a 4, a 5, a 2, and a 4.
A 4, a 5, a 2, and a 4. So we're going to drop that 2. That's 4 plus 4, 8 plus 5, 13. Strong
Yeah.
opener.
Mm-hmm.
If you get more 13s than Nicola, I'll have to reward you in some way, but I don't know what way.
Well, Christmas is coming up, you No, Alright, I'll roll again. Oh, damn, that is a good roll. A 4, a 5, a 5, and a 5.
Oh, yeah. So that's a 14. No, it isn't. It's a 15. Ewan, subtract
15,
the lowest. Yeah. God damn it, I can't read, I can't write, and I can't add.
Oh, I'm gonna have to do the math for both of us. You've had a long day.
This is why when I play Dungeons and Dragons and I'm the DM, I like rolling behind the screen. Because if I can't be bothered to add it together, I just make it up.
Fair enough. Also, I think like you've been working today. I have been either playing Skyrim or watching Drag Race. So I haven't really done much.
That sounds like a good day actually. I'm thinking about streaming Baldur's Gate 3, starting a game where I stream it. And I think the most entertaining part of that will be watching me lose my shit because the autosave does not happen very frequently. So I played it last night and lost an hour and a half of game time when a spider killed me.
Oh.
I should know better by now, but I don't want to apologise for getting used to autosave. So we have a 13 and a 15.
Yar. Roll. Okay. That's 2, 4, 4, and 4. So that's 12.
It is 12. 3 times 4.
You know what I find helps? So I also have the total right in front of me, so I just subtract the smallest from the total.
You're not even doing the math for both of us. Google's doing like a third of it, at least.
I know.
So we got a 13, a 15, and a 12. So it's looking pretty good so far.
Not too bad. Okay, that wasn't as good. 4, 3, 3, and 2, so that's 10.
10. Okay, that's not bad. So this, I mean, I think 10 represents the worst roll anyone has had yet, or the worst result anyone will be taking forward yet. So you're doing good. Very important when you're learning different languages to understand how to roll your tongue.
It's true. A 5?
Oh!
2? Oh, wait a minute.
Okay, I thought you meant
No,
5
I
total.
was
I was like, whoa!
No, the total is 8.
8, so a 5, a 2, a 1, and a 1.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I mean, that's the low so far, so we're dropping that so far. Just
Okay.
don't do it again.
I'll try not to.
You've got 2 more rolls.
Fine, Google. That's 12.
What did Google do to you?
They know what they.
They know what they did. Well, I mean, Google is always listening. In fact, I have a little Google Nest thing right here listening to us. So Google know that you know that Google know what they did.
Well, that's alarming. I try and shut off all the Google things so they can't listen to me. I mean, the OK Google thing gives me the fear.
I don't want to say it because it will activate this little thing. But yeah, it's annoying when the TV's on and it just goes, it just pops up like, yeah, you called on me. It's like, no, I
You
didn't.
rang?
It's like a butler you don't want.
Oh, kind of like that one in Tomb Raider.
I mean, you want him there because if he's not there, you can't shut him in the fridge.
Well, yeah, that's gonna have to.
Yeah, that's the whole game. I don't remember the rest of the game.
I re-rolled.
Okay, this is the last one.
And 15.
15. That's not good. Which means we're going to drop that 8. So we have a 15, a 15, a 13, a 12, a 12, and a 10. So you are in keeping with the tradition of good rolls. I think you have quite possibly the worst rolls of anyone yet. But overall, it's still a good set. 15, 15, 13, 12, 12, 10. So, yeah
I can work with it.
You get to keep both the streak alive and your reputation for being unlucky with dice rolls. It's a win-win.
Everybody wins today.
Even I win, because this just means I can continue with my plan to throw harder enemies at you.
Oh. But it's Christmas!
It is Christmas. So, that's the ability scores. The next thing we have is hit points. So, rolling up hit points, you're a monk, so you have a d8 hit dice.
Okay.
So we assume that your level 1 was 8, which means we're going to roll a d8 5 times, or 5d8 once, whichever you prefer.
I'll just roll 5d8 because I'll be faster.
Okay.
And more efficient. Let's go! Oh, what beautiful... Oh.
First one to check, I guess, is did you get any 1s?
Yes.
How many?
2.
2 of them. Okay. We'll put them aside just now because you can re-roll them after this. What else did you get?
2 7s.
2 7s. That's pretty good.
And a 3.
That's less good. But let's see what those 2 1s turn into, because I feel like that's going to be make or break for this.
Right, I'll roll 2d8.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
But whatever these are, you keep them even if they're 1s. Oh, that's not a good face.
I got a 6.
Oh, that's good.
And a 1.
32 hit points then total. Which, actually, it's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's more hit points than the rogue, and you have the same hit dice as them. It's more hit points than the wizard, because of course it is. So you have second.
Squishy.
You have the second most flat rolled hit points of the party so far.
So we're gonna be a slightly squishy party.
Entirely possible. I mean, for level 6, it's actually not bad. I mean, you don't have anyone with a hit dice above a D8. I don't think.
Okay.
I mean, I guess to really answer that question, people are just going to have to come back tomorrow and see the next character. Yeah, fine. tune in next time. But don't tune out yet because we're still going.
We're still doing.
No, yeah, because we have something else to decide, which is
Yeah.
you can either have 500 gold pieces, that could be yours in your hand with you now, take that away with you, metaphysically speaking, because I don't have 500 gold coins to hand you, because that would be a lot of money. Or you can get 100 gold pieces and the mystery box.
I'm gonna go with the mystery box.
Everyone always goes with the mystery box. So, the mystery box is actually just rolling on table F, which means I need you to roll a D100 and you shall be rewarded with a magic item from table F. There's also a reputation to live up here of people getting pretty good magic items. Apart from Nicholas, she kind of flubbed that one.
Good golly, why don't you know what a 1D100 is?
You could roll 2d10 and then take the one on the left to be the tens and the one on the right to be the units.
It's okay, it gave me
It gave you a website.
And I apparently rolled 100.
Did you roll 100? There is a
slot. No, wait, no, I didn't. No,
okay.
I didn't. I misunderstood.
There is a space on here for 100.
I rolled 15.
15. You get a +1 weapon, and you can pick any weapon you want. Which actually, as a Kensai monk, that
actually works.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. That's thematically very appropriate.
Cool.
So, yeah, have a think. Pick any weapon you want, and then you can get a +1 version of it.
I'm gonna go with a longsword because she is proficient.
Okay.
And also, just the idea of a halfling with a big, massive sword is kind of fun.
That is fairly amusing.
It's kind of like Clyde with the Buster sword.
Yeah. I mean, theoretically, because I knew about this longsword thing and I had to check it. There is absolutely no restriction on halflings on the use of versatile weapons. So, with the right build, you could actually be a halfling that dual wields longswords. This is allowed as long as you take the dual wielder feat, I believe, or the two weapon fighter feat, something like that.
It has to be +1. It can't be magic. Is that right?
Well, a +1 weapon is magic, so it takes a +1 on its to hit and a +1 on its damage, and it counts as a magical weapon for overcoming resistances.
Okay, I've got a longsword +1 here.
Yep,
I will just add that. There we go.
So Trixibella Goldie Marie Rosepink, the 8th halfling monk with a array available of 15, 15, 13, 12, 12, 10, 32 rolled hit points, and a +1 longsword to go along with their 100 gold pieces. So there's only one question left to figure out for Trixibella. As we all know, and as we have went over several times now, Santa rates all of his workers on a candy cane system. A range of 1 to 10 candy canes. More candy canes, better employee. How many candy canes do you think Trixibella is going to earn?
Well, I'm the one playing her, so probably like 3.
3?
But canonically, I would say like a 9.
9. So Trixibella is going in wanting 9. Okay.
She wants to be the best, or almost the best.
She wants to be the best, but she's too humble to actually give herself 10.
Yeah, exactly.
You know who doesn't have that problem?
Who?
Beth. Beth just went 10 out of 10.
Love it.
Tip top. And Medium Rare, the divination wizard, give themselves 7 out of 10, and Noir give themselves 8 out of 10. So, all in all, pretty optimistic party, or pretty ambitious party, I should say, in terms of what candy cane rating they're wanting to get. I assume that the agency that's hired you to temp for Santa takes these ratings and puts them on some sort of LinkedIn account or similar, some sort of their own version of Monster.com. Is that still a thing? I don't know.
Chain LinkedIn.
What is chain LinkedIn? Oh, I get it because it's
Because it's magic info, because it's TNT.
Because it makes it like an armor. I can't think of a better one though. So, yeah, chain LinkedIn. I like it. It gives me connotations of like a chain link fence and like a chainmail kind of thing with metal
Yeah.
rings.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Cool, cool, cool.
I swear something very funny is going to I'm hovering on this just now because something's very funny is going to occur to me like half an hour after this call, and I'll be like, should have said that, and then I'll forget to put it on Twitter.
That's how it goes, isn't it?
It's like finding the perfect words for an argument. It's always in the shower afterwards.
Right? Ugh.
Luckily, the person I argue with the most, I live with, so I just get out the shower, walk through the bedroom, and throw the towel at them, and go, and another thing, and they'll be like, what are you talking about? Remember 3 weeks ago? That's not that.
Most of the
That's
people
one of
I
my.
want to argue with are people in the street because they're mean.
That's one of my top marriage tips. I'm well known to have a number of top marriage tips. That's one of them. Always make sure that if you think of something you wish you'd said in an argument, even if the argument isn't relevant, even if you won, even if you lost, always make sure you bring it up again. Always dig up the bodies. It's healthy.
My marriage tip is don't do that.
Well, I guess now we're going to come back in like 30 years and just see where we're both at.
I'm willing to bet that I'm still married.
I mean, I feel like I have to bet I'm still married because if I'm not betting that I'm still married, then
it's going to start an argument.
Well, I mean, we're only coming up to our second anniversary. So if after 2 years I'm like 30 years down the line we won't be married, I feel that's I'm still at the point where it's like, well, I mean, you probably shouldn't have gotten married then. If you've been married for 40 years and then you go, you know what, in 10 years we won't be married, then at least a lot of things probably happened over that 40 years.
Or you might assume that one of them's just really old. Technically, you're not married if someone dies.
I mean, you're right. It's a bit grim, but you're right. Well, there we go.
I'm getting a look.
Is it the look
I don't know why you're looking at me like that. I'm gonna die before you. Yeah, she just nodded at that.
I mean, I'm not. Another top marriage tip: don't get involved in someone else's Don't get involved in other people's drama.
Don't get involved.
You can have plenty of your own.
Well, we don't have any real drama, do we? It's more, we pretend we do because it's funny.
Yeah.
But not really.
We stress my sister-in-law out. Me and Nicola, because as you've seen, we make fun of each other and call each other names and stuff all the time. And for us, it's fun, and it's just whatever. But it stresses my sister-in-law out so much, to the point where she's like, she just hit out with like, no, you have to tell each other you love each other in front of me, so I know it's true.
Aww.
But when she says that, of course, because of who we are as people, like the last time she said that, Nicola turned around and was like, "But I don't though." Which I thought was hilarious. Her sister didn't appreciate it.
That's how you know you guys. That's how you know you guys are made for each other, because you can make such a dark, horrendous joke like that to each other's faces, and you know it's a joke.
That's not even like the worst joke we've made to each other. Like that's pretty tame, really. The trick is real marriage tip kind of. The trick is because we actually have we have real arguments. And that is very healthy, genuinely. When you have a real argument, a real problem, that's good for a marriage, and it lets you make jokes like that without thinking the other person's holding a secret resentment. Because you know in your head, if there was a real issue, they would fucking tell you.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I like how you're just looking over your shoulder.
No, because she's talking to me, but you can't hear it. Yes, I am. But thank you for asking me. She's like, are you still in the stream? Because I think she's hiding from the camera, because the desk setup means it's pointing at the door.
Oh, I see. I mean, I can't see through you, so...
I mean, true, but... am I just supposed to sit like this? I'm not a human, Curtin. Anyway, we've gotten quite sidetracked.
We have...
Hopefully in an entertaining manner. But, let's surmise and complete...
I'm entertained.
I'm having fun. This is just self-indulgence for me. The
Same.
charity's an excuse. Uh, Speaking of the excuse, though, the Trussell Trust is a charity that supports over 1,200 food banks across Britain. Um, they are expecting this winter to give out one emergency food parcel every 9 seconds. Food bank usage is up. Oh, I'm going to play it safe and say over 200%. In my brain, it's over 400%, but I don't have the number in front of me. But it's up over the same period last year. So, first time usage is also drastically increased from the same time last year. So, there has scarcely been a time where it's more important to support charities like this. And you can support them by donating at the link below. We also have many prizes donated by large companies like D&D Beyond, all the way down to independent artists that have been very generous with their time in donating commission slots. So,
The official.
yeah.
I was going to say the official stat. It says in the last 5 years, food bank use in our network has increased by 74%. And the numbers 2018 to 2019, 1,606,244. 2019 to 2020, 1,900,122. So just under 300,000.
Okay. So, well, I don't know where I got my number from then, but that's just under 2 million uses then 2019,
Yeah.
and we're expecting continued
Yes.
growth because those numbers from 2019 and that growth rate was pre-COVID. So, so with that in mind, yeah, uh, your donations can make a really big difference. There have been lots of prizes from independent artists all the way up to large companies like D&D Beyond. You can win yourself some good stuff, and to find out if you won the stuff, leave your name when you donate, and come back here at 6 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time uh, on the 19th of December, where you're going to see Trixibella Goldie, Marie, Rosepink the 8th, and the rest of Santa's helpers help Santa, funnily enough, and find out who won what and how much we raised. You can also go to the @ofbogo Twitter. You'll find links to DM's Guild content. All the royalties at the end of the year are going to the charity. And come back tomorrow to this place at 6 p.m. where we're going to meet the DM for the upcoming Witness the Critness podcast, and we're going to meet the character that they'll be playing on the 19th, when you should also come here. Just don't leave. Just stay here. Just wait.
Just stay here forever. It's fine.
Yeah, just leave this in a tab open. Leave the sound on. And then when you hear that Christmas music come in, you know, it's time. Gotta
It's
get that
time.
quality content. But until tomorrow, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you, Rita, for taking part in the event and for making yourself available to introduce us to the pinkest of Santa's helpers. And I look forward to you and Nathan trying to outperform each other on the day.
Game on.